Well, this is my video tutorial, and I'm going to do this tutorial on setting up my video camera for a shoot. That the lighting conditions are good, so we don't have to worry about that. But basically, we're going to set up the tripod, we're going to set up the camera, we're going to set up the mic, and we're going to be good to go. Okay, set up the tripod. Okay, this particular tripod, you open up the legs like this. Tight. Tight. Okay, open the legs on the tripod. Why? And this tripod is a nice tripod because it gives you a level. So on this tripod, what we're going to do is we're going to look at the level and get the level just right. Okay, we've got the tripod level now. So now we can go over and get the camera. This is a workhorse camera of mine. It's the Sony, and we're going to set this camera up on the tripod. I've already placed the tripod frame on there, and then we'll attach the frame to the tripod. This is how we're going to attach the camera to the tripod. You slide it on. I'm doing it with one hand as I hold the camera with the other hand, trying to do it and show you at the same time. And you slide it on as you get it on so you can see it. Slide it in, tap there, and then you tighten it up with the little screw right here. Okay, you see that? The camera's on there, the screw is tightened, and everything should look great. Okay, now the next thing that I do is I open up the camera, cassette door open where the tape goes, and I grab me a tape. Take the tape and I put the tape in the camera just like this. This particular camera, you push the housing in first, let the tape engage, then you close the door, and we're going to turn it on. Here's the on button, and we turn it down to camera. See, camera? Okay, now we've got the camera on the tripod. I generally like to open this up. Open up my window here. And as you see the blinking light, it doesn't have a tape. It does have a tape, but it's telling me I have it on the wrong setting. Okay, let's go back. We have it on the memory setting. You see that? Okay, so let's fix that. Put it on the camera setting. Then we go back, and we have it set. Okay, now the first thing I do is the power is on. I go and I take the lens cap off of the camera. All right, as such. That fell on the ground. I didn't mean for that. They picked that up. Then I clean the lens. I use these lens cleaners. I'm not promoting them, but there's some good lens cleaners, and they work. So we're going to use those to clean the lens. Okay, it's the lens cleaner. I generally clean the lens like that. Get it nice and clean. as such. Now, lens is clean, and the next thing I do is white balance the camera. Now, on this particular, I have some white material that I use, and the camera works as such. White balance works like this. You get the proper lighting that you want, the proper lighting in the area that you want, and what you do is I'm going to white balance this camera that we're using. Okay. You go over to the white piece of paper, you zoom in, and then you hit the white balance button. You hit it again. Okay. Now here is the white balance button. Okay. Now, what that does is adjust the color properly for the room. Now the camera is set up and ready to be used for a shoot. The next step we're going to do is set up our mic. Okay, now we're going to set up the microphone to the camera. This is a cordless mic. It's a nice Sennheiser system, and it works as such. Batteries operated. Turn the power on at the bottom. On this particular one, you turn the power on the inside. The batteries are there. And you connect it to the camera using the back clips. And you connect it right onto the little handle here. Just 1 second. Okay, once it's connected, you take the wire and you plug it into the mic input, and you want it on the mic setting. Okay, this camera is now ready to record. You can do an audio check one of two ways. The best way to do an audio check is to, of course, use your good old-fashioned earphones. They definitely work. But if that doesn't work, you can always use the audio monitor in the camera. Back of the camera has a button that says audio level. Click that button, and I don't know whether you can see this. Let me see if I can make you see it. Yeah, inside of that, see it? Has the levels of the audio. And you can see the audio spiking as my voice raiser. Check. See it? See? Should I get the mic so you can see? I'll get the mic so you can see. Okay, grab the mic. And mic test. Now you see it move. Mic test. Mic test. Okay, so that's the end of my lesson on setting up the camera for video and audio when the lighting situation is good enough where you don't have to set up lights. And now we're ready to do a shoot where we can interview people, and we're ready to go. Thank you, and I hope you've learned something.